So, okay. Now, one thing that I think that all of you as people on the show, and certainly everyone watching the show, hopefully understands. I have the same conversations on air that we have off air, right?
Yeah.
There's not the car park Paul and then TV Paul. And we all know that's rather unique in the way TV works, right? Everyone will play a part. So let's have the off-air chat on air right now, which, again, Joe, is to perhaps jump on an elephant in the room and also to stand back. Now, does Scott Morrison deserve all of the focus and scorn for people who disagree with this? Sure, right? But help me out. How is the scorn louder and more vicious and more personal and more forever on Scott Morrison for this versus Daniel Andrews, whose decisions, the Code inquiry said, led to 99% of the 800 people who died in 2020? One bloke will eventually not be allowed in polite society. One guy's about to win another election.
Yeah, look, there's certainly hypocrisy involved, but not on my part at least, because I've been scathing in my criticisms of Daniel Andrews, and I am absolutely scathing in my criticism of what Scott Morrison has done. And again, obviously, there's been an anti-Scott Morrison cheer squad who have been salivating for this moment, and they are very, very happy. They were also salivating when he went overseas with his family during the bushfires. I did not jump on that bandwagon. I did not join that pylon. But I do think today that Scott Morrison is not a fit and proper person to sit in the parliament. And there are a number of reasons. I'm sure I could enumerate them if you'd like, but there are a number of reasons, each of which would be sufficient to disqualify him. But there is just one, if I can just say, there is just one reason that absolutely trumps them all. And that is that on the website of the Parliament of Australia, any citizen can go there and find out who is their government, who is the Prime Minister, who is the Treasurer, 100%. Who is the Home Affairs Minister. Now, because of what Scott Morrison did, that public document was a lie. The Australian people, whether he exercised these powers or not, and his description of exercising the resource power was beyond farcical, it was deranged. But whether he exercises his powers or not, the fact that he was sworn in as a minister in a liberal democracy like Australia, which is meant to be a bastion of open and accountable government, and the people that he was governing did not know that, violates the absolute foundational cornerstone of liberal democracy itself. Government with consent of the government, of the governed. You cannot give consent to someone governing you if you do not know that they are governing you, if you do not know what roles they have. And it is such a fundamental violation that it didn't need. The reason why there's nothing in the Constitution saying you can't do this is because the people who wrote it never thought in their wildest dreams there would have to be. There's nothing in the Constitution that says you can't take a dump on the dispatch box.
Good point.